Hey, welcome to Project Ultimate 1983 Rabbit GTI. So I'm an original owner of one of the first gen Mark I cars from 1983. I placed my order in November 82. And I owned it for 4 years and modified it moderately and raced it. And 30 years later I wanted to recreate the magic, but do sort of a stepped up version. So here's an 83 GTI. It's actually the same build date, which is November 82. And I've stripped this car down, as you can see. And I got to remove a bunch more of the wiring. And you can see in here I've already yanked out the rusted, cut out the rusted battery tray. And I've started the process of exploring the rust. You can see I got quite a bit of rust on the inner fenders. And I've started the process of scraping out all of the seam sealer, which is a huge amount of work, but you got to do it in these cars. So I'll be welding up all of the spot weld seams everywhere and putting a ton of subtle metal bracing in many parts of the car to stiffen it up, because we'll have 300 horsepower to deal with. So there's a bunch of tools there I've been using to work on the metal work and the seam sealer. And anyway, the interior is, the glass is out. I'm about to pull the doors and the hood and the trunk out, but I don't know if you can see in here, there's quite a bit of rust in the driver's side floor pan. And you know, there's rust in a couple other spots, but remarkably the doors, the rear quarters, the back of the car are all pretty good. There's some rust on the window edges, but it's a pretty good car to start with, and it's going to be all done up with a 2.1 liter ABF motor with with the A9, so ABF motor with 9A cylinder heads, but done completely Trek by Tectonic. So lots of work to be done. I've got tons of sheet metal that I've ordered from Klockerholm in Germany, so I've got all of the replacement metal bits that I need, and I'm going to be hacking away. So I've got all the basic materials here and tools. I've got an Eastwood 175 MIG, and I've got the VersaCut 40 plasma cutter. I've set myself up for some air. I got a little welding table that I can tear apart, and then I've got just that little 15-gallon 200 psi DeWalt compressor, and tons of air tools and tons of other tools. So anyway, this is just part one video, and I will be updating this reasonably regularly as I get through this thing. So tomorrow this garage ends up with a scaffolding system installed, and I've got the come-alongs there in the white boxes over there, and I'm going to be able to rotate the car. I'm going to hang it on the bumpers, and I'm going to be able to turn the car upside down and get access to everything I need just by pulling on the come-alongs on the scaffolding and maneuvering the frame of the car around. I'll do that once I've got the doors and the trunk off, and the whole thing will probably only weigh about 400 or 500 pounds. So I have no trouble suspending that from my 4x4 2x6 scaffolding I'm going to build up tomorrow. I'll show you all that later. Okay, fantastic. Over and out.